Well, James, what do you think of it tonight at Maldon?
Yeah, really happy that we got the win. I think we made harder work of it than we should have, really. We were very wasteful in the first half. But we went ahead through Tyler Corlett, which is a great header, and a brilliant goal from Corey Davison to finish it off. I thought we were well worth the win, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought half time, when you only one up after all that possession, it can come and bite you, but it didn't tonight.
Yeah, we spoke about that at half time. We were so wasteful, and when you are like that, you kind of do worry. I mean, Maldon have got some really good players in their ranks, so you do worry that it will come back to haunt you. But luckily, it didn't. We defended superbly tonight at times, but overall, the whole performance was really, really good.
I thought there's some pretty good individual performances tonight, and Tyler Corlett in that more forward role, I thought was really good.
Yeah, he's played in that role for the under-23s a couple of times. We know he can do it. But we haven't really been able to get him in there as much as we would have liked. We'd have liked to have done it sooner, but just the way the things have gone this season, we've had to put him in the back line. But we know he can do it in there because he's very composed on the ball. And he did well tonight. He took his goal well. I have to say that I thought Kofi next to him was absolutely superb. He was brilliant. I call him a little pickpocket because he just seems to get everywhere and nick the ball off people. And he was superb.
Yeah, that is a good phrase for him, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, at the start of the season, if you could see where we would be now, would you be happy with that?
I don't really know. That's a good question because, I've always believed in, our squad that we got, and it's changed so much this season. The players we had at the start of this season, attacking wise, we had a lot, and we kind of lost all of them. I think we had Nathan Corenteng, Tim Masheju, Ryan Charles, Ozzy Edeniji, Scott Kemp as well. That's a lot of goals there, and we lost all of them. And we haven't really replaced them as such. We brought in Corey, who's been absolutely brilliant. But, I think he's our top goal scorer on 12 goals. So that's probably where if we'd have found a goal scorer a bit earlier, I think we probably might have pushed for the playoffs. But to get ourselves out of the hole we were in September, October, we didn't win for 10 games in the league. We've done really well. Yeah,
that was quite a bleak period. That, as far as I remember, ended with that win at Hornchurch.
Yeah.
And then we went into that really good spell. So I really sort of didn't see that coming. But from nowhere, we suddenly had a very good November.
Yeah, I think we just got the boys together more. I think they've become more of a team. And we've brought in a lot of young players who've all done really well. And I think when you do that, that builds the sort of camaraderie amongst the players. And one thing we've done really well throughout the club, not just myself and Adam in the reserves and with the academy, we've brought through some really good players who, to be honest, could probably push on from this level. So that's something I'm really proud of, and I know Adam is as well. And I'm sure the club are really excited about some of the young players they've got coming through.
Yeah, I mean, on a personal note, I think that that is what Whittam is all about, really. And we've got a lot of good young players throughout the youth network. Now they've got a pathway to the first team.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way the club has to go.
Well, it's the way we've had to go, really, and we haven't got loads of money. I mean, the money around in this league now is extraordinary at some clubs. We don't fall into that bracket, so it does sort of push you more in the direction of younger players, but it still takes a lot to throw them in because you're not always doing it for yourself. You have to think of them as well. It's hard to throw in a young player into a team which isn't the best team in the league and expect them to be consistent. But to be fair to a lot of them, they have. We've got Liam Whipps, Jack Kemsley, Chi, Kofi, Max Wilson as well. So we brought through a lot of good young players. Luke Mallet.
I thought Jacob Lay played very well the other night as well.
Yeah, he's definitely one for next year as well. He's only just turned 17. So, I mean, there's a pathway. And even Pat Ahern, I don't know how old Pat is, he's 23 or something, but he was in the reserves when we took over. So there is a pathway, and we have to work hard to find players as well, in the lower leagues, and you just have that's what we've had to do. But I think we've done it well. So really pleased with the way the season's gone or the way it's finished, from where we were.
Yeah, it's good to see and hear quite a few Witton fans here tonight.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they were quite loud. To be fair, weren't just one like some weeks, or what some people think there is just one some weeks. Yeah, no, it's real pleasing to hear that, and just like to thank them for this season, because there's been quite a few of them who've come home and away, and it really does help. So thanks to them.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been great to. Season's not quite over yet, but it's been great to support the team this season. It's been entertaining and very successful, enjoyable, really.
Yeah. Well, let's hope we get a win Saturday, and 65 points will be 6 more than last year. So
that sounds like a very good thing to me. Thank you very much, James.
Thanks, Jim.